Welcome back to my channel. Tonight for dinner we are making burrata and lemon zest ravioli. This is the recipe, one of the recipes this week from HelloFresh. So I am going to start by washing and prepping all of my produce. Okay, let's review the ingredients for this recipe. We have fresh basil, zucchini, lemon, garlic, about a pound of medium-sized shrimp, deveined, tail off, and we have burrata, herbs, and lemon zest pasta. All of the produce has been washed and dried. And on my stove, I have a large pot of salted water coming to a boil for the ravioli to be cooked in. You're going to start with your zucchini with a vegetable peeler, and you're going to shave the zucchini lengthwise into ribbons, rotating on all of the sides until you get to that seedy core, and then you're going to discard the core. You want to zest the lemon and then cut the lemon in half so that you have the juice for later. Mince the garlic and then pick the basil leaves and cut those into thin ribbons as well. So I will provide you a short update here in just a moment once I get a little bit of the prep work done. So I'm just taking the outer layer of the zucchini skin off, and then I'm just going to run the vegetable peeler down until I get ribbon pieces of the core that look like the skin. So the zucchini ribbons are finished, and this is the seedy core that I am just going to discard in the HelloFresh bag, and then I'm going to start now mincing my garlic. 2 cloves of garlic finely chopped. I won't say minced because I didn't have a press, but finely chopped. Now I'm going to strip the leaves off of the basil and cut those into small strips and zest the lemon. In a medium-sized saucepan over medium heat, you want to melt a tablespoon of butter. I'm using cast iron here. It's just got a little bit of water here that's going to evaporate while the butter is melting. And then I have my pot of salted water that has come to a boil and will be ready for the ravioli here in just a moment. In the pan with the melted butter, I'm going to add some panko breadcrumbs. The portion is 1/2 cup, and I'm just going to toss those in the butter and let those cook for about 3 to 4 minutes until they are golden brown. So the breadcrumbs are now in the skillet with the butter, and I'm just going to leave them undisturbed for about a minute or so, so they can, 1, absorb that butter, and 2, so that they can start to brown. The breadcrumbs are toasting nicely, and now I'm going to get ready to add the ravioli to the water and remove the breadcrumbs from the skillet so that I can begin cooking the shrimp. I have removed the breadcrumbs from the skillet and brushed out the remaining crumbs. I have those just sitting aside in a small bowl. To the same cast iron skillet, I've added a tablespoon of butter and the garlic just so that it can start melting down. And then I will add my shrimp In the meantime, I am going to prepare the shrimp. I'm going to get it rinsed off, and the ravioli will begin the boiling process. So the shrimp is now in the skillet with the garlic, and I'll keep that in here for about 3 or 4 minutes, or until the shrimp is cooked, and I will toss in the zucchini, and by then the ravioli should be back up to a good boil in the next 3 to 4 minutes, so that they can be added to the shrimp as well. I've added a little bit of pepper to the shrimp. The recipe calls for both salt and pepper, but I'm going to omit the pepper. I'm going to add a half teaspoon of butter and gradually start adding the ravioli into the shrimp. I'm going to also add in the lemon zest, some fresh basil, and the zucchini ribbons. I'm going to reserve some of the starchy water from the ravioli just in case I need some to kind of thin out the main dish. So now in the pot I have the lemon zest, I have half of the basil, I have the zucchini ribbons, I have the ravioli. The shrimp is underneath with another teaspoon of butter, and I'm going to squeeze the some lemon juice over the top of everything before I give it a thorough toss. So here is the finished dish. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of fresh basil and those breadcrumbs from earlier, the panko. And I'm gonna pour myself a glass of wine, and bon appetit. Thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, take care.